Quick, tell me what story is already over. Tell me what story is already over. Remember the signal thing the other day? Remember that big signal brouhaha? Remember that big? It's over. Nobody cares anything about this signal thing. You notice that? Nobody. It's over. Nobody cares at all about it whatsoever. Isn't that great? It's over. What else is there? Oh, the Epstein thing. Over. JFK files. Over. It's just over. The tariff. By the way, the tariff thing, is that over? I guess. Are we talking about that? No, not really. Think about it. What else is over? What are the stories that are just over? And I'm dead serious. We're not going to move until you answer my question. What are some of the stories that are just done? Anthony Weiner laptop. Could you maybe stick in this decade, please? Thank you. I love you, Happy. I'm kidding. What is it? Tell me. What? What? It's just over. Whatever the story is, it's just done. It's we get so bent out of shape, and then lo and behold, it's over. It's done like it never happened. By the way, I got a great video coming. It's dropping about 8 or so o'clock tonight. I was on with the great Sean Atwood, and it was a beaut, a barn burner about, of all things, Russell Brand. It's very, very good. So make sure you kind of pay attention to that one. But I was just thinking today, they were talking about the end of the world as we know it, and it's just nobody cares. It's just done. China said they're going to, you see this? China said they might not buy or show our films. Okay. They might not show our films. Anybody care about that? Do you care about that? Anybody? No. Are you paying attention? Do you follow what I'm saying here? You do understand what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying to you is very, very simple. Nobody cares about anything. It's over. It's over before we know it. It's like nothing sticks. Nothing is important. We were talking about the worst trade things ever. Ever. This was a war. This was the war. Milton Friedman and Elon was going to leave it, and it's over. It's over. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're not going to watch American movies. I think they should watch Dumb and Dumber. What are some of the bad ones? Snow White. Let them have it. Hell, we're not seeing American movies. What is it? What is it? What is it? I don't understand it. I don't think you understand what I'm telling you. They told us this was going to be the end of the war of the world, and it's not. Well, I've got stuff for you tonight that's going to blow your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Wait until you see what we do. Wait until you see what I show you. But before we do, let me remind you to make sure that you are subscribed to Lionel Nation. Make sure you like these videos. It means so very much. And before we begin, this word from our sponsor. You know, when it comes to comfort, support, and a good night's sleep, my friends, My Pillow has revolutionized the way millions of Americans rest their heads with unmatched quality, cutting-edge design, and a commitment to American-made excellence. My Pillow has become a household name. And now with mypillow.com/Lionel or using the promo code Lionel, you can unlock exclusive discounts and deals that bring comfort and savings right to your doorstep. That's right, my friend. Mike Lindell and the team in My Pillow aren't just selling pillows. They're on a mission to transform the sleep experience with a wide variety of products beyond their signature pillows. Whether you're looking for supportive adjustable pillows, luxurious Giza Dream sheets, cozy towel, mattress toppers that cradle your body in comfort, My Pillow offers it all. And with their 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty, you can be confident that My Pillow stands behind every product they sell. Now, why My Pillow stands out? Let me tell you, unlike generic pillows you grab off a department store shelf, My Pillow is customizable and engineered to cater to different sleep styles. Whether you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper or a stomach sleeper, their patented interlocking fill technology adjusts to your specific comfort needs, keeping your neck and spine properly aligned throughout the night. No more waking up with that sore neck, no more tossing and turning, just the restful, rejuvenating, and exhilarating sleep that you deserve. And it doesn't stop at pillows. My Pillow's Giza Dream Sheets, made from the finest Egyptian cotton, offer a smooth, breathable, and luxurious feel, turning your bed into a sleep heaven. So right now, my friends, do the right thing. Go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. It's easy for me to say, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, or call 800-645-4965. Simply the best. Trust me. All right, my friends, so let me just remind you, as you were warned that this was going to be the end, I don't know what's happening. But let's start off nice. I want you to watch something which is so terrific and so... I'm going to show this to you, and then I'm going to ask you some questions afterwards, which you, of course, are not going to... we're going to watch it first, and then I'm going to show you what to pay attention to. Okay, ready? You understand? Okay. This is a woman who decides to put her daughter on the internet, as it were. And first, we're going to watch this. Then I'm going to tell you a couple of things that Mrs. L brought up to my attention, and I'm going to have this as well. First of all, this is this woman's 13-year-old daughter. Very, very good video. And never, ever, 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 ever put your child on a video, because somebody, as Mrs. L says, is going to take her face, take her voice, and turn this into an AI horror story. But don't let that get out of the way. Please, wait until you see this, and let me see if you know the answer to this. We're going to watch this. This is a woman asking her daughter questions, a 13-year-old kid today asking her questions about phrases and things that we normally would know. We would know what these things are, okay? Now, when she asks the question, if you know the answer, I'm going to stop, and you're going to put 1 for yes and 2 for no. Okay, you ready? Now watch this. This is kind of cute in a strange way. Now watch this, my friends.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What are the yellow pages?
Now, I know you know what the yellow pages are. She's 13 years old. Okay? She's 13 years old. Born in 20 what? 12? Does that make sense? No. Yeah, right? Okay. 2012? She's 13 years old. Okay? Everybody knows. Remember the yellow pages? Did you ever read the yellow pages? Did you ever get your phone book and read them? Did you ever look at this? Hey, did you ever read the phone? I used to read the phone book. I used to go sometimes to airports. They had all the phone books, and I had to open up like Minnesota or San Juan, Puerto Rico. Look for my name. Okay. Watch her face when she answers the questions. What are the yellow pages? Paper. Now, first of all, they're making their kid look retarded, and she's going to be subjected to all kinds of ridicule forever and ever and ever. And some prevert in God knows where, Thailand, is going to take her picture. And anyway. But aside from that.
Paper? Can you be more specific?
The yellow pages?
Yeah, what are the yellow pages? Do you know?
So sad.
No.
She doesn't know. Why would she know the yellow pages? Do you have a phone book? Do you have a phone book? Do they even have the phone book? Yes, Robert. She knows area codes. We have area codes on phones. Come on, Robert. Come on, man. Okay, next question.
Okay. What is a Rolodex?
Now that's kind of weird. Okay. The Rolodex. Remember that? She's got a big Rolodex. Remember those things where you return them and you put the card inside it? And you could even lock. Even had a lock on your Rolodex. You could pick the Rolodex up and take it. I don't understand, but they had a lock. Remember that one? A Rolodex. How about one of those remember those things were flat that were metal? They opened up like this and you move the slide. Remember those? Remember that one? There you go.
A Rolex?
Rolodex.
Poor thing.
Rolodex.
Mishkina.
Like a piece of tape.
A piece of tape. It's a good question.
It's not a piece of tape. Any other ideas?
A car?
A car. A car. It could be. These aren't bad. They kind of sound like a car, sort of.
A car? Okay.
Hey, Mom, quit making yourself a car. Did you just say car? Yes, I said car. What are you, deaf? I said that, okay? Okay, I'm 13 years old. She's 13. She looks older than 13. Then again, I don't know what the hell 13 looks like. All right, here we go.
Did I get that right?
No.
No.
What does it mean if I were to say I was going to burn a CD?
Burn a CD, all right? Think about that. I kind of forgot this one. Remember that? I'm going to burn a CD for you. Would you burn a CD? It's just like the news. It just goes away.
You love it to death.
Love it to death. I'm going to burn a CD means I love it to death. That's kind of cute, isn't it? Mother's just laughing at her.
What is a collect call?
Now this is good. This is good. About person to person. Remember that? Collect calls, ladies and gentlemen. Collect call.
A what?
Collect call.
Where a lot of people are on one line.
Oh, when people are on one line, I mean, like a party line. This is a vestigial something or other there.
Right?
No? Do you know what Sega is?
Now, Sega. First of all, this breaks my heart. If this were my daughter, I'm going to say, you like this place? Yeah. You're not leaving here until you're at least 20. The world is so sick out there. They're going to try to destroy your innocence. This poor thing. I keep thinking to myself, if I know what's out there, and it makes me Sega. Remember Sega? What is Sega? Look at this metal bass, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't Sega do Mario Brothers, Super Mario, or what have you? I think, or something like that. ColecoVision. Listen to you.
Sega?
Sega. SEGA. Do you know what that is?
Is that slang?
Is it
Or is
slang?
it a thing?
No, it's a thing.
That's the name of that. Sega's like, wasn't that like Super Mario? It's a video game thing, right? It's a company.
Do you know what Sega is?
No. Oh yeah. No, that thing, right? Remember that weird thing you would ride on with a stick? Sego or a... What was that called? What was that thing called?
Sega is a video game.
Yeah, Fega is a video game. But what was the other one? What was that called? It was huge. It was a flop. It had the two wheels. Segway. Thank you, Sadie. You know what? Props to Sadie. Bless your heart. Sadie, I knew that. Sadie, there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
It's what Sonic the Hedgehog was on. Initially, it was a gaming system.
Look at her face. Her face is like, look at that. Look at that. And look at the horror. Wait. Look at the horror. Like, whoa, what the hell is that? Gaming system. I don't like the sound of that, Ma.
That's a bad name for a game.
It is a bad name. Sega.
Okay, do you know what dial-up is?
Dial-up. Remember dial-up.
Kind of sounds like dab me up.
Dab me up. Remember that? What does dab me up mean? Yeah. Dab me up, right?
It's not dab me up, bro.
Oh, wait, it's what? What is the thing?
Do you know what dial-up is?
That sounds like a disease.
A disease. All right, Kitty. All right, hang on.
It's not a disease. Dial-up is not a disease. Okay.
Listen to this.
If I were to say be kind, rewind, do you know
Now
what that means?
Now remember this. Yeah, okay. Fist pump. Be kind, rewind. Come on. Be kind, rewind. Smiling Sue. Look at this. Oscar Goldman said Blockbuster. Oscar, you're so correct. Be kind, rewind. I love that. That was it. VHS, the tape. Remember that one? Video cassette? Gracie knows that. Now the next question's good.
I don't know. Be kind and be chill.
Do you know what Blockbuster is?
I know what that is.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't it that store? Like we watched a documentary on this. It's like that store that's like sells all the CDs. It's kind of like a library, but with CDs.
Not CDs.
Games.
She's close.
It was a movie rental place.
Yeah, kind of like a Redbox.
Exactly.
Very good.
We watched a documentary on that.
Watch
And you
the
still thought it was
documentary. Remember that? I
CDs.
saw
I
that.
did still think it was.
Okay, now I'm gonna go educate you on what all this stuff is since you.
I'm kind of scared.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Doesn't that just? I don't know why that means something. By the way, Scarlet 5 says Elon Musk revealed his plan to step down as a special government employee by the end of May 2025. You think he was about to reveal so much corruption by both dirty parties? It was time for him to go. Maybe, sort of, I guess. But under the rules, he had to be there only for 130 days or whatever it is. So there's a part of me that I think he needs to get out. He was a little distracting. He was very, very good. I want him still to be a part of this, but a little distracting. Now, let me tell you something, which is also, my dear friends, wasn't that fun? But seriously, wasn't that just for a moment? Because you realize, oh my God, so many things of what we did, and we were on the cusp of everything. I remember my first computer was a Compaq, just mono screen. It was great. I was just fascinated by it. I love that. So we were there. Now, Kristi Noem, I've got to say, enough. This is the most stupid thing you're ever going to see. Watch this.
Here we are with Marco and Brian today. They're letting me roll with them. We're going to go out.
They're letting me roll with them. Okay, look at Kristi Noem. She's got a $60,000 Rolex. She's carrying an automatic weapon with these two guys. Look at this. She's got a little hat on, her hair extensions, and she's acting like she's SWAT team Barbie. This is the most stupid. If I were Trump, I'd say, tell her to stop that. This is DEI. These men actually know what they're doing. If they said, all right, rack around, or this is when little girls try to play tough. You know what I'm saying? The other day, Alina Habba frightened me because she was standing behind somebody who could have turned around and hit her. Stop doing this.
Pick up somebody who I think is got charges of human trafficking.
I think.
Earlier had an op that swept up somebody who was wanted for murder. So appreciate the good work that they do every day, and we appreciate them working to make America safe.
First of all, she's holding that weapon like that. That is the most stupid thing in the world. Stop doing that. Do you hear what I'm saying? Stop doing that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's another thing for you. Got a lot of different ideas for you tonight. If you want to do something and you have a particular cause, and let's say you are pro-Palestinian, okay? Here is what you should do. First, don't have people laugh at you. Don't have people hate you because you're obnoxious. Okay? Look at this. Shelby says she needs to cut her hair. It's hair extensions. In her position, she looks like she's in her 50s. Well, that's fine, but come on. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Now, Palestinian folks can have the most perfect point in terms of that which they are arguing, but can be the most obnoxious twits you can imagine. Seriously. By virtue of, if I didn't know better, I swear they were agent provocateur from the other side. This was very funny. This, ladies and germs, is in New York, in Manhattan. There were a bunch of people protesting, and they were heaving garbage and dog shit at them. And this is not funny, but I don't know if you saw this, but this kind of, well, this says it all. Here it comes. Look at the dog shit. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to laugh. Good shots. Look at this. You get some win there. Now, I don't advocate that. And I know many people are sincere. But when you have the Palestinian flag and the keffiyeh, and you're annoying as hell, you don't help anybody. I'm sorry. I know this. I know people say, what? What? I know. It has nothing to do with the cause. It's just like years ago when the first time I saw a gay rights parade. I saw a guy 6'4", hairy, big, muscular, in a like a tutu on a unicycle with a big fright wig. I'm saying, what is the purpose of this? How am I being endeared to your cause with this lunacy? Does that make any sense? And speaking of which, if I said, ladies and gentlemen, why should you vote Republican? Well, let's look at the Democratic leadership. In fact, let's look at a star of the Democratic leadership, and this will tell you everything. I'm going to show you this is a star. This is the one vying for AOC and others. This could be the future Speaker of the House if the Dems get their way.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands. You're not. We done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
I know that's right.
Now, I don't even know what that means. So are you saying that these people are picking cotton? I don't know what to tell you, my friends. I don't know what to even tell you. I don't even know where to fix it. Now, moving on down the road, moving on down the line, here's something which is exceedingly, this might freak you out. Remember Vivek Ramaswamy? Vivek Ramaswamy, he's a citizen, right? Of course. And his parents are citizens, right? Right?
Being consistent about my policies where
So your father is not a citizen of the United States?
he's not.
Wait a minute. Wait, what? Now, you don't have to be a citizen, but did I hear this correctly? Did you know this?
I believe in being consistent about my policies where
So your father is not a citizen of the United States?
he's not.
Okay. And your mother, when did your mom take the citizenship test? Was it before or after you were born?
After I was born.
After you were born. Okay.
So she wasn't a citizen, or maybe whatever. That's fine. I'm just saying.
After years of being in this, following the legal process of becoming a naturalized citizen,
You know he should have been ready for this question.
she followed it through the legal process.
So
I think
you
that- I think
gained
that-
you gained citizenship through birthright then.
Well,
is that-
but you gain citizenship through birthright
Well, yeah, but also being born in this country, yeah, but birthright, yeah, sort, yeah.
citizenship in that sense too, right? I mean, every American. So what I want to do is revive a vision of citizenship where every kid who
Wait,
enjoys.
I'm sorry, just to backtrack.
This is
So
good.
your father is not a citizen. Your
They
mother
came to this country legally.
Okay, well, I didn't think okay. Isn't it weird? Isn't that? You think he would say, "Listen to me. You're going to be a citizen now, right? Because I'm running for president one day, and we're going to take care of this now, okay? And I got some friends at IS. We're going to take care of this now, okay? You got that? You got that? You got that? And I would also love to say this, for example, ladies and gentlemen. Many times on my endeavors, people will ask me, "What's wrong with this country? What's wrong? Why do we? What have we lost? What have we lost in terms of law and order and respect? What have we lost?" Let me show you something. How many times have you seen this? How many times?
Bring the knife and shit.
What? Isn't this something? Look at this. How many times have you seen this? Did you ever see this growing up as a kid? Did your friends ever do this? Did you ever see this I don't even know if somebody works there or I don't know who this is. But did you ever see this? This happens all over the internet. And if you watch X as much as I do, you see this all the time. It's swarms of just uncontained, uncontrolled, unkempt. It's hooliganism. And God forbid you're there. Look at this. Look at this. Screaming and yelling and throwing things. Imagine you're there just to eat. What happened in this? Look at this. I want you to watch this. Look at this. This is all over the place. This is our country. This is it. And by the way, these are all citizens. Every one of them, citizens, born in this country. So we're not talking about, illegals or whatever. Did you ever think of this as a kid? Did you ever see this? I never saw this ever. And I have some friends of mine. Look at this. I don't even know what that. I don't know if anybody even works here. Maybe this is the help. I have no idea. I'm sorry to make you see that. I just had this. It's like, what is the matter? Deport them. John says, I'm loving it. I don't know if that's McDonald's or what. I have no idea. This is the Christy Noam should be doing this. Getting after these people. It annoys me like you cannot believe. I don't understand it. I don't understand how that works. I don't understand why that is. Now, some good news, by the way, today, which I thought was some pretty good news. Have you seen this feller by the name of Scott? Was it Scott Jennings or Jenkins? He's on CNN. He makes more than the entire staff because he is so good at what he does. Here he is explaining how President Trump and many of us are glad that he is able to seize and regain control of Article 2 over the tyranny of the judiciary.
The reason conservatives in the White House are so happy about these rulings is because they let the president be the president. And the big complaint
Nobody's saying anything.
and from the Republicans is you're out here sharing the powers of the presidency with hundreds of district court judges potentially all over the country.
And dig the cowpoke with a cowboy hat. You notice this? They're just frozen because they're told, don't you say anything. You understand that? He's the star. You're just some NPC cutout. Just sit there. Don't say a word.
And you have these activist judges trying to restrain What they see are the rightful and legitimate powers of the duly elected president. So these rulings are significant, and letting the president manage the executive branch on who can work there, no brainer. So this is a good day for the rule of law. And if you believe in the power of the presidency, it's a
Look at text there. Look at this. Who is this guy?
great day.
Well,
Isn't that something? Now, by the way, my friends, I know you're very upset with Amy Coney Barrett. And I'm here to tell you that what she did is not what you think she did. She did not she did violate the rule of law or become radical as much as you think. She said that for purposes of the alien and whatever, hers was a due process question, not the right of the statute to be implemented. I know that sounds kind of like hedging it, but she really is not bad. And Roberts has learned his lesson too. Roberts has learned his lesson big time, ladies and germs, big time. Okay? Now here's another great, great day. And this is something, Bobby Kennedy doing something. How many of you have been asking the question, why are we fluoridating water? Why is water fluoridated with fluoride? Why? Well, I've got a damn good video, I hope you see, on Lionel Nation. Oh, it's a barn burner, my friends. I hope you watch it. But very importantly, let's listen to what our good friend Bobby Kennedy has to say.
Should not be in our water. Fluoride had a strong justification in the 1940s when it was added and people didn't understand the science and they thought its benefit to our teeth was systemic. By drinking it, it would enter your body and somehow protect your teeth. Now we know that there is no systemic advantage, zero systemic advantage, and that the only advantage comes from topical application. So it's the water that passes through your mouth. You can achieve that benefit from brushing your teeth. And in the era of fluoridated toothpastes and mouthwashes, it makes no sense to have fluoride in our water. The evidence against fluoride is overwhelming. In animals, in animal models, and in human models, we know that it causes IQ loss, profound IQ loss, and it's dose related. So the more fluoride you get, the higher levels in your drinking water, your urine, the more likely it is you will lose IQ and also other neurological injuries like ADHD. It affects, there's science that indicates that it affects kidney health, it affects liver health, that it causes hypothyroidism, that it causes osteoarthritis. Women who are more exposed have up to 50% more hip fractures than women who are unexposed. It causes fluoridasis in between 40 and 80% of our kids. It makes no sense to have it in our water supply. And I'm very, very proud of this state for being the first state to ban it, and I hope many more will come.
Isn't that wonderful? And they're giving them more grief. By the way, friends, please make a link. This is my video on fluoride. I'm 100%. Anything that says, don't drink it, spit it out, don't drink it. You put it in my mouth. You're not. Remember who started that also was the John Birch Society, ladies and gentlemen. The John Birchers. Now I'm going to show you one of a story which also I wanted to, these little clips which I just had to show you tonight. I love the dog shit. I'm sorry. Because I'm not feeling sorry if I didn't know about the Palestinian case. Show pictures of the dead children. I'm sorry, but this, hey, ho, ho. The guy, baby, now it's got to go. Hey. What does that do? This is the story, this next one I want to tell you, which blows my mind. This is the story that I think probably might be one of the worst of the worst of the worst. And I don't know how this was allowed to happen. But first, only I should say after this word. Are you drowning in debt, struggling with credit cards or medical bills or personal loans? Well, you're not alone. There's help, real help available right now. National Debt Relief is one of the top-rated debt relief companies in America, helping thousands of individuals like you break free from overwhelming financial burdens. For anyone owing over $10,000, National Debt Relief may be able to reduce that debt by up to half or even more. No bankruptcy, no new loans, just a smarter, faster way to financial freedom. Here's how it works. Step 1, you submit the form at No Debt with Lionel. Just go there right now. Step 2, a representative will call within minutes to discuss personalized options. And step 3, they'll create an affordable plan tailored to your individual budget and timeline. Many clients become debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months, paying less than they owe and avoiding years of stress and interest. And the consultation is completely free with no obligation. So what are you waiting for? Why keep dodging calls and watching interest stack up? So go right now to NoDebtWithLionel.com. That's NoDebtWithLionel.com. This could be the turning point, the step toward peace of mind, control, and a fresh start. NoDebtWithLionel.com. Go now. Now, this is the worst story of them all. This is this young story, this young lady. This is horrible. Listen to this.
Connecticut and Hartford this fall. She's excited to study public policy, the culmination of hard work after moving north from Puerto Rico as a child.
Do you remember when you first came to Connecticut?
Yes, I remember I was very nervous, but I know it was gonna be better opportunities for me to learn.
But Alicia says those opportunities never came to fruition.
Graduated with honors.
Even today, could you read this, or would it take you a long time?
It's impossible. I just see his words everywhere.
Alicia graduated from the Hartford Public School System last year, but she says today she is illiterate. She still doesn't know how to read or write. When she was in early education,
they would just either tell me to stay in a corner and sleep, or just draw pictures, flowers for them.
And when she was in high school, she relied on speech-to-text programs and other apps to read and write essays.
So if you had an assignment where you had to write something, you'd open up a document like this and then do what?
I would go here to use the text-to-speech.
It says dictate.
Dictate, yep. I love pizza.
This is how you would do your assignments.
And then
Cats of the World VA case.
I don't even know how to respond to that. When you graduated high school, you're 17, 18, 19 years old, and you are illiterate. And you graduated with honors.
Yep.
No. There's no student left behind. There's no kid left behind. It's nonsense. This is complete nonsense. If you can't even, she's not even eligible to work at a gas station. Graduated high school with honors.
Isn't that something? Does it? And you wonder why the Department of Education is no more. Doesn't how did she get honors? How did she get honors? Did she bring her phone with her all the time? Could she read the diploma, whatever that said you have on? See, my friends, we live in a world of imbecilic savages, illiterates, and we are becoming more and more. How do I say this? We are becoming more and more acclimated to this. We're becoming more and more used to this. What's our answer? It will take, first of all, a system so brutal it'll make the tariff war look like nothing. First and foremost, people will receive, depending upon what it is, instead of a high school graduation or diploma, you will receive a certificate of attendance. A certificate of attendance. There are people who are going to say, I'm sorry, this diploma means nothing to this person who gets a 4.0 as the valedictorian or whatever it is, if we're going to give it to you. Number two, we got to figure out what is the goal of this. Some people might be able to be, you're going to end up being a clerk. Nothing wrong with that. You might have an office job. You're not going to go to college. So consequently, we don't need to waste our time by focusing or by creating a curriculum that is designed for college, because you're not going to go to college. Now, if there's some way for us to teach you how to do something, I don't know what. AI is going to kill these people. AI is going to kill these people. You're going to see, you're not going to see checkout people. You're not going to they're done. And they're going to want more, either unemployment or something, some type of subsidization. I don't know if it's their fault necessarily, but we are doomed. Do you hear what I'm saying? We are doomed. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but as far as Mrs. L and I are concerned, we are from another planet. We come from a place, from a world where we are, and this is the most important part, we are from a world where we had to work hard in school. We liked working hard. We did well in school. And we did it because it was what we were supposed to do. I never saw, and I never heard, I never came across any of this nonsense, this horror. I never saw this. Now, I don't know what to tell you, and I don't know how to put into words what we need to do. But somebody somewhere is going to say, we're going to, along with getting rid of DEI, we're going to be able to tell you something very, very simple, that you are not going to be able to succeed. Because let me tell you something. If we live in a society where this is a congressperson,
I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now.
this is what we're talking about right now. This is it. Now, you can say whatever you want. You can say, oh, you're being cruel. No. You would have never even seen that. You always heard the stories of people who, despite their penury or despite their poverty, they worked hard to learn and to write and to read, and they went to school and they trudged through the snow. No. And we are also seeing, more than ever, a complete and total disintegration of the language, both from foreign, which is, let's face it, to an extent, maybe that's, but people born in our fellow Americans by the way of this weird patois and ingrained, inbred, homozygotic horror. We are producing some of the most stupid, violent, unproductive people of all races and colors. Oh, no. Do not fall into that particular trap where you think, oh, this is a black thing. No. I'm sure there are white equivalents of Jasmine Crockett who speak this gibberish. I'm sure there are. I don't know where they are, but there must be somewhere. There must be somebody, some Appalachian or somebody from who can't put words together and uses, somebody who sounds like a cross between Paula Deen and Junior Sample. I'm sure there's somewhere. So, my friends, this evening I provided with you with a kind of a look at our wonderful country, the dissolution, the disintegration of our country. Warren Ocasio, by the way, says, subtitles, please, I can't understand her. Oh, dear God. It's incredible, my friend. It's incredible. So there you have it. My friends, I want to thank you for being with us. I want to thank you. Please make sure, I hope you caught Mrs. L today at 5 p.m. It was a barn burner. A veritable barn burner. Loved it. Make sure you follow Lynn's Warriors. Make sure you also follow our sister channel, so to speak, at Lionel Legal. And make sure you are subscribed here to Lionel Nation. and that you like this video. Liking is critical. Liking is critical. Also that you subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified of live streams and new videos. Have a wonderful evening, dear friends. Don't ever change. I mean that sincerely. And until we meet again, and remember the final, this denouement, so to speak, this valedictory, this, not really a denouement, it's just fun to say that. This sayonara, this adios. Remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.